Hello everyone, I'm JP007 and this is going to be a semi-quick video on settings for ease memories of Celceta, at least in regards to speedrunning. Not a whole lot to go over here, but there are a few essential things, and the reason I'm doing this as a separate video is that way actual proper speedrun tutorial video is not super bloated, although this isn't going to be very long. Um, for the most part, your overall settings aren't drastically important. Go with whatever your machine can handle and what you're comfortable with. The really important stuff is you want to make sure these skip intro, skip all videos, and high speed fast forwarding buttons or options are selected. Um, these two are pretty obvious. Anything we can cut out having to load in the run obviously saves time. And this allows for super fast forwarding through a lot of cutscenes. Um, Not all cutscenes, unfortunately, but it is a key part of the run. And then also want to do some quick key configuration. Um, I'm using a Xbox controller, but whatever you're comfortable with. All right, so give me one sec here to switch OBS window so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, um, for keys, most part, again, just go with whatever you're comfortable with. Big thing we want to do is we want to go down here to guard. As you can see here, I have extra keys set to guard. Um, Reason being, there is a trick later in the game. We chain flash guards um, in order to pull off a trick. And it's a lot easier to do if you have multiple binds of guard because you need to chain flash guards really quickly. Depending on how well you can mash, it's potentially possible you may only need the one key. However, if you have at least two keys bound, binded, binded, it makes it a lot easier to do. Now, personally, I'm terrible at it, so I actually have three keys um, between my controller and my keyboard. But I'll point out the area to you so you'll be able to practice there. It is a key trick to the run, so definitely practice it. But you can practice and see how many keys you need and figure out what you're comfortable with. Okay. And then last thing, this is not super essential, but depending on how you want to do this, if you don't intend to submit to speedrun.com, not so much. But one thing to point out, um, for official speedruns submitted to speedrun.com, I don't think this is up as of when I recorded this video, but here recently the community decided on a standard of 120 frames. The reason being that there is a trick in the game that for some reason is inconsistent with unlimited. It's a memory skip trick. Well, we skip using the memories. And we have found that for some reason it does not consistently work for everybody when doing unlimited frames. Some people can do it, some people can do it limitedly, and some people just can't get anything at all. So we decided that since everybody can do it on 120, we're just going to stick with the 120. But if you're just doing a run for giggles, you can go with whatever. Um, and then if you do go 120 or above, you probably do want to disable VSync. And then one last thing, um, If you do intend to submit to speedrun.com, we do ask that you have a FPS counter in screen. Um, I'm going to quickly describe how to for Steam. If you're using GOG, which I don't believe has any sort of overlay, I'm not sure how that one works. You'll have to find an outside program. But real quick, I'm not going to pull Steam up just because the overlay is weird with OBS. But if you just basically open up Steam, go to your upper left cornered Steam, go to settings, um, in game, and then in about the middle there's in game FPS counter. Just plop it in wherever. And then if you're using OBS, in your under sources, under your game capture, under properties, scroll down a little bit. There should be a checkbox for capture third-party overlays such as Steam. Make sure you pop that. That way it will appear in your recorded video. And that's about everything important. Thanks for watching, and definitely check out my tutorial video, and see you around. Take her easy.